back to a brand new episode of the Pour One Out podcast. My name's Stephen Davison, and as always, we're here with Sam Briggs.
Hello.
Yes, Sam.
Hey.
And the man of the moment, Mr. Matt Stokes.
Thank you.
Come on, Matt. Come on.
Pleasure to be here, guys. Pleasure to be here once again.
Oh God, I've missed you,
Right,
man.
boys,
I've missed you.
it's been a crazy couple of weeks.
Hasn't it been fucking insane?
It's been a crazy
Yeah.
24 hours.
So
Never
much
mind
shit.
a couple of weeks.
I think we need to talk about last night.
What did you do?
At the time of recording, last night, a certain Mr. Matt Stokes was called out by True Geordie and his mate.
Fuck,
What's his
no.
name again?
No, I didn't want to talk about this.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Just think, anyone else would be like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get all the views and we can't just fucking cancel them. Whereas I'm just like, no, fuck this. Right, we will talk about it, but I think we need to jump back a bit first. Like, we've been doing a lot of shit the past
Oh,
month.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why we had that little break, isn't it, boys?
Where the fuck do we start? I guess George TG's boxing with Rio.
You know what? That's
Yeah,
a good
George
shout, because
TG's
that was about a month ago. But
We travelled to London to watch George TG fight Rio, and George TG lost. Rio won, so well done, Rio. Big up. I've seen Rio more in the past month than I have in years.
You say that, Matt, right? I literally I can walk to his house in 5 minutes, and I've never met him until that boxing match.
You're welcome, Sam. We made you a friend.
Yes, I've now got one friend.
And guys, there's your shot. I know this is going to be heartbreaking for you to hear, but I'm currently in a hotel, so I don't have the shotgun with me.
What's happened to the podcast? This will be the one which everyone watches as well.
This is really emotional.
I know, it's devastating. I feel like a part of me is missing. And not
Fucking
that part.
KSI will watch this one. It's another shitty podcast.
I wanted to go on the Pour One Out podcast, but now I've seen that he doesn't bring the shotgun to every episode. That's ridiculous.
You know what? It is atrocious, and we will make sure it's back next episode.
This is an episode because Matt's traumatised by the last events of the few days. So
yes,
Matt, I can't touch alcohol. No, I'm messing. So yeah, so we went to the boxing. We went to that party afterwards with Tom GW and Callum and everyone.
That
and
was
that was
amazing.
Sick. Like I said to George G, because I think one of his friends wasn't too keen on going. He didn't say that, but he just didn't seem too interested, which is fair enough because he's not friends with our friends. Yeah. But I basically said to George TG make sure you go to this because you'll regret it if you don't go, because we've all been there. You know, when you say no to something, it ends up being amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
But for example, one example I'll never forget this. I was at EGX when I was 15 or some shit. And it's when Harley Quinn and Margot Robbie and all that shit was about, and there was a cosplayer dressed as Margot Robbie, and obviously I really wanted a photo, but I was too scared. And I walked away, and I regretted it so badly, and it hurt me so much because I was obviously fit as fuck, Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn, whatever. So I went back in the event after leaving just to find her to get a photo, and that was one of the moments where I'm a champion.
Did you manage to get the photo in the end then? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I respect that, because I was going to say...
I went back in just to take... Yeah, that's it. But we've all been there. So point one, I said to George TG, I know you just lost this boxing match, but as a YouTube party, you don't want to miss it because it's going to be sick. And I'm glad. I think it's proud to say we all did a good thing by going, because 90% of that party caught COVID.
Hey! Yeah. But we didn't, boys. The Pour One Out podcast did not
except
catch
from
COVID.
Pour One Out.
Different, yeah.
There was a Pour One Out that didn't catch COVID and 2 other people.
But the fact that it was this close to Clash of Creators as well,
Yeah.
everyone got it. It's literally 5-6 team people, players.
Yeah. Because there was you, Matt,
And
obviously.
I think the message you can take from that is, if you're on the Pour One Out podcast, you don't get COVID. So Morgs, Road to Shore, all of you, if you don't want COVID, come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast, guys. Yeah, yeah. But there was who was there from Clash? There was you, Matt, obviously. There was Callum. There was Tom GW, Marley Swabs. Who else? Was there anyone else there from the Clash?
That might have just been the players.
Yeah, that was just the players, obviously.
Everyone else was there anyway.
I would say near
Rio
enough
and his mates. We had
everyone,
Amanda, us guys, Alice and George.
Oh God.
Ellie Rose Kelly, who we've now met. The famous Ellie Rose Kelly, who is definitely not watching this. We've met her, and she's a real person. So congrats, lads.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh God, I'm dying.
I thought she was just a fake account that you guys made up to say.
You know what?
You had a friend who was a girl. But...
You know what? Who knows? Maybe me and Stephen paid thousands to make a clone. You see, just to make it look even more realistic.
I knew it.
But anyway,
we had a sick night. me and Sam went back to Brighton with George and Alice.
Yeah, that was the most random trip of my life.
Yeah. We were in London. I was in Birmingham, then London, and then fucking Brighton. Just to sleep over.
I had a hotel room booked in London just in case, because the plan was to go back to Brighton for like a mad after party, and and it got to about 9 p.m. and I was like, I'm flagging. Like, I don't know if I can hack an hour's train journey to Brighton and then a bus journey. I was told it was going to be a bus journey from Brighton to George's.
Well, 2 mile walk.
I was like,
we'll talk about that in a second.
I was literally like, I don't know if I can hack getting back to George's and then having a full-on party. And I was looking around, I was like, this isn't going to be a mad party. It's either I'm going to travel all this way to Brighton and everyone's just going to be dead, and it'll be a waste of time, or I'm going to get there and it'll be a mad party and I'll be dead and it'll be a waste of time.
Which is fair enough. Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm on, boys.
But yeah, I want to call George TG out here a little bit, actually, because he told, you know what, fine. Oh, right. Yeah, so I'm calling George TG out here a little bit because he told me and Matt quite confidently it was about a 5-minute walk from the train station to his house, right? Matt, you're still there? I don't even know if you're still here.
I'm here, mate, yeah.
Right, okay.
I can remember the trauma.
Yeah. So bear in mind, we got into Brighton at it was about midnight or something, maybe. And George was like, yeah, 5-minute walk, no problem. 2.5 miles later, and about 40 minutes, we arrived at his house, and then I'm just stood there. Bear in mind, we've been on our feet all day from the fight, obviously, and then that party. I just wanted to cry. I really just wanted to cry.
Oh, you're such a baby. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, mate. I had blisters on
my feet. It wasn't bad. We were all blooded. We got to go to George's house. We went to George's hot tub. We drank. We saw the dog. Saw Ted.
You know what, Ted is a superstar.
You both desperately tried to get Alice to get in the hot tub.
No. No, we did not. Me and Matt were vibing.
No. We didn't even know she was there, mate.
Matt didn't. Sam did.
No, I didn't. I didn't. Hold on a minute. I didn't even ask if she was getting in. It was George that asked if she was hopping in. So
that's his odd, isn't it?
Oh, but yeah,
He's going to be watching.
Sorry, go on, Matt.
He's going to be watching this like, for fuck's sake.
We sat in the hot tub for like 2 hours just talking about life. It was amazing.
Just chatting shit.
Yeah.
So that was the fight then. What did we have after that? Oh, the Caravan Club.
Caravan Club.
Oh, yes, Caravan Club.
We've talked about going to Caravan Club for months now. Since like, when did we book it? Was it like
February?
It was like March. Yeah. It was like March or something. It was a good 4 or 5 months ago.
So our good friend Simon works at a caravan park in the summer, just like on the in-betweeners, like Caravan Club. And somehow I got dragged into going on fucking holiday to Caravan Club. And then Sam got dragged in also. Yeah. I was really hoping for like a fucking big fuck-off lads holiday, full of, well, as you can imagine. But no, we just went to a caravan and did it there instead.
But let's talk first. Let's talk about the day before Caravan, because that was the Euros final.
Oh shit, the Euros, man.
Oh yeah. God, yeah.
That was the Euros final, and it all started off great when there was a 2-minute goal by Luke Shaw, didn't it, guys? And it just went downhill from there.
No, I've repressed it from my memory.
Yeah, let's keep that hidden. But anyway, so the day before, me and Stephen travelled down to Matt's. Oh fuck. Okay.
It's weird without the shotgun.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm just sat here. I'm like just listening. I'm just listening for a different topic. It's weird without the shotgun. I'm used to having it in my hand. I feel incomplete.
Do you remember when we broke the shotgun? Stephen was like heartbroken.
Oh my god! Me and Matt were like, thank God. But anyway, then he got another one for the next week. Sadly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went down the day before, and Matt, you live in the literal middle of nowhere, bro.
I live in the middle of nowhere, bro.
We came off the motorway about 30 miles before your house, and the rest of the journey was countryside. Like, where are you? Anyway,
we got directed to a cul-de-sac.
I was going to say
oh no, I'm not at home now. I'm at a high school.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah,
what are you doing there, mate? He ran us to he came and met us on the road and then just walked us to a high school in the car.
Admittedly, I did say high school, and my logic was these guys didn't want to go to the pub, but I wanted to be at the pub. So I told them I was at a high school, but the high school's next to the pub.
You know what? The worst thing is, it worked. like obviously, to be fair, we were already going. I didn't know where your house was anyway. Nobody would have been in, so we would have had to go there anyway. But anyway, that happened, and then we got back to yours anyway, fell asleep, didn't we? And then the journey down to the caravan, guys. Now let's talk about that, because that was something else, wasn't it? The amount of... How did everyone fit in my car? I don't remember it, bro. How did everyone fit in my car, though? Like, with all that stuff. Like,
with extreme difficulty.
Bags worth of shit into Sam's little Toyota Aygo.
So I'll put a little Toyota Aygo up on screen. I'll put a picture of my car actually up on screen right now so you can see it.
Sam giving himself more editing work to do.
Absolute shagwagon, I must add. It's a great car. I really like it.
5 doors as well. Let's talk about that. But there's 4 of us in this car with 4 sets of luggage for a 5-day trip? 4 nights, 5 days. Somehow we pulled it off. Managed to travel the 200 miles that was left over. All the way down to Chichester.
Boys, have a shot. I just realised we're on something different.
Are we? Oh, God. Okay. All the way down to Chichester. Oh, God. And we made it. And let me tell you now, the staff there are amazing. So kind.
Fern was great.
These motherfuckers fell in love with this member of staff who I swear to God I didn't even meet. But apparently I did meet. And they did not shut up about her the whole fucking trip.
Don't say that, because Simon will watch this and show her.
Hey Simon, if you can show this to Fern, tell her that we'll be back soon.
That sounds like more of a threat than anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't think I plan on going back to Caravan Club anytime soon.
Yeah, look, Simon, I love you, bro. I don't think any of us are coming back.
Yeah, half of us didn't go in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. All of our mates were meant to, we didn't even mention that. So originally it was all like our YouTube group, if you want. We were all meant to be going on this holiday, and then George TG dropped out, and then everyone else cried about it and dropped out as well. So
George TG dropped out because of COVID.
George got COVID. He's the only one with an actual reason.
Yeah, no, I'm only messing, guys. I love you all, really. No, George got COVID. Geordie had some medical issues. Everyone else had their own reasons, which is completely fine. But you missed out because it was great fun.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else's reason was basically, it's a bit windy today, so I'm probably not going to go.
I sneezed 3 times when I woke up, guys.
George not going, so I'm not going. No, it was just because George wasn't going. They didn't want to come.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Pretty much.
But you know what? We made
podcast, boys. So.
We made a week of it.
Yeah, that's it. We had a great fun, didn't we?
What was it? 4.5 litres of vodka.
Yeah, so the first night we brought loads of vodka. Well, we brought 1 bottle of vodka. Steven said we'll need more. I was like, nah, we won't. We got loads of other drinks. We'll be sweet. And then it got to, let's just say Sam went to bed.
And we were like, we're done.
Sam went to bed. No, Sam died actually. Sam got really, really drunk.
Oh yeah.
And really, threw up everywhere. This is the first night, bear in mind, on like a family caravan park. It's not like a caravan in the middle of nowhere. It's like a family caravan club in betweeners park. We're all absolutely fucked. And then Sam dies, and then me, Stephen, and Simon stay up all night, like no sleep, no surrender. Full sender, no surrender bender. Stay up all night, and. That was it. We just didn't sleep. I've never felt so fucked.
I got back up at 7 a.m.
We stayed awake so late that Sam got back up at 7 a.m. and at 9 a.m. we went swimming.
Yeah, but we did that. We did that walk before it as well. We went on like an hour's walk before it. And then we went to the pool, and it wasn't open for another half hour, so we had to go back half an hour later.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Matt, Simon, and Stephen were in this pool, just smashed out the face.
Oh god, yeah, we were fucked. We were all just there, just spinning around and shit. Was that when it was just us? And then Stephen's friends came the day after, so there was even more of us then. Are we allowed to say that actually? Do the other guys know? Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Do the other guys know? They do now.
But anyway, Stephen's mates came, then we got back in the pool the day after, didn't we? This kid, I'll never forget this for the rest of my life. This kid swims near Stephen, and Stephen just looks us all dead in the eyes and goes, "It's near me." Oh, Stephen.
I just don't like him. Send them back. That's all I'm saying.
Send them back. Back where?
Back up.
Oh my god.
And then Sam's friend came as well.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, Sam's friend.
Sam's
friend. I think you need to do a shot for this.
I think I need to down my drink.
I think you should.
So there's this girl that Sam is very interested in. I'm chatting shit. It's just his friend.
Yeah, it's just my friend.
She was interested in him.
Came to the caravan. And she was, bless her, she obviously didn't know any of us, so I get the situation. But as soon as she started drinking, obviously we were drinking a lot, she caught up in the end. And then out of nowhere,
she caught up in the space of 2 minutes.
Out of nowhere, she just looks at Stephen and goes, You look like a wanker.
Look,
I couldn't believe it.
I found that hilarious.
Sorry, you've come to our caravan.
Like, who the fuck are you?
You've come to our caravan, stayed here, made it clear that you've got an obsession with my fucking girlfriend and Sam, and then you call my mate a wanker.
Yeah, but it's Stephen in it though, so it's funny.
Bless her, no, I get it. But the next day, she did not say a word all day.
I think she was...
It's not just that, it's because she fucking died. She did what Sam did on night one.
Yeah,
she stood there playing the drinking games and stuff, and then she was like, "Oh, just be a minute," and then she was like, just dead outside.
Yeah,
and us, us very strong males, we all just sat down, kept drinking. Michaela went and dragged her inside the caravan and put her into a bed, and we all stood around going, "Yeah, we helped there, boys."
We did good.
It was one of those situations where we were mentally helping. We were just like, "Yes, you've got this. You've got this."
Yeah, go on, Courtney or Chloe or whatever she's called. We're like, "You got this. Go."
You're smashing this, Michaela. Go on, you're doing a great job there.
You're doing a fantastic job here.
But then, obviously, later that night, Stephen, me, you and Becca went on a little walk, didn't we? At like 2-3 a.m. or something as well.
Yeah.
And how many flies were out there? Jesus.
Oh yeah, no. Well,
how many flies?
Not like I wish I would. There was genuinely there was like 10,000 flies just following us. It was disgusting. Oh.
Well, we went down a pathway with like no lights, which sounds very sketchy now. But,
yeah. But it was good in the moment.
Had a torch on the phone, and but obviously the flies were just like, oh shit, there's some light. So every fly just came up to the torch, and it was horrific. Thankfully, we were all a bit smashed, so it didn't bother us that much. If I was sober, I would have been freaking out.
Oh yeah, same. And then we looked at the stars for a little bit. Matt had passed out by this point.
Matt was dead. Yeah.
And
then we repeated every day till we left.
Yeah. But that night,
every day was laying on the couch going, oh, it's fucking well hot, boys.
Oh, in it, yeah. For sure.
And then when it got to about 3-4 p.m. someone would pour the first drink of the day, and then it'd be curtains. We'd all be like, yeah, all right, now it's time.
Yeah.
On the last day, I remember starting drinking at maybe 12 or something.
Yeah, you did.
Like, it was very, very early. And then it was one of them days where everyone else started drinking later on, and this was so funny. Like, you know, when you guys are drunk, when you're drunk in general, and you sober up in like a second, and you realise what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was drinking all day, completely black. I didn't pass out, but I completely blacked out. Like, I've got no idea what happened. Then all of a sudden, me and my missus, I come back to life, and I'm just in the middle of a field. I'm just walking with her, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what time is it? I don't have my phone. Great. Don't have my wallet. I haven't got anything on me. She doesn't either. I'm like, where the fuck are we? And then we just went for a walk, apparently, to go watch the sunrise or some shit. Bear in mind, this is at like 7 a.m.
That was amazing.
We have to check out at 9.
It was so funny, because it was like me, you and Michaela, Matt and Michaela ended up staying up drinking. We were the last one standing.
I went to bed because I had to drive the next day, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you were a pussy. But, yeah, we ended up staying up drinking. We were the last one standing. And Matt was fucked. Like, at one point, when more of us were awake, Michaela came up to us and was like, "We're gonna go on a walk now to try to sober Matt up."
Oh yeah. What it was, right?
And we did that. We ended up walking across a field, laying down somewhere where we could have just laid down in front of the caravan. But yeah, it was a case of it got to like 6 or 6:30, and Matt comes up to me and just goes, "Oh, Stephen, I think me and Michaela are gonna go watch the sunrise now." So, all right. And he just kind of ambly wandered out, basically being dragged by the hand by Michaela because he could barely stand.
Oh, that's lovely. You know what's funny? I don't remember any of this. When I woke up, it was later.
See, that's the night though as well. That's the night that you told me and Stephen your announcement that happened at Clash, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the second half, we'll talk about that. But like the funniest thing about that was, do you know when we went on that walk? What we were on about?
Not me,
you
mate,
were outside. Well, you don't remember, but you were outside being sick. And Michaela comes in and goes, "Right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to suggest a walk, and all you guys are going to say yes. We're going to do it to sober Matt up, but just say yes." So we were like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So that's how that happened. And one of you, I think it was your missus, Matt. She goes, "Is that star moving?" And you just look at her and go, "All the fucking stars are moving."
Well, not wrong. Amazing. Amazing. I think that's a fucking brilliant trip that was going to be. From day one, I thought this is going to be shit. This is going to be shit.
Yeah.
Everyone else was confident about it. Then everyone dropped out. And then as soon as everyone dropped out, I was like, actually, as it's just like us three, the boys, I thought, no, we can make this fun. I think the fact that they wanted it to be shit made me think like, no, this is going to be good fun. And I can agree. I thought it was brilliant. We had a cracking time.
Oh, 100%, yeah. 100%. Also, before we carry on, Matt, I know your camera's filming for 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I've restarted
it. Right, that's fine. What else can we talk about? We've got about 10 minutes before the break. What else can we...
I think we do Clash in the second half.
Yeah, we'll do Clash in the second half. I think we can continue talking about the fact that Stephen threw me in a lake.
Oh, yeah.
That happened.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. That was... Yeah.
It was cold.
Didn't help. It didn't help that I was like, "Sam, don't put it on your Instagram, don't put it anything like that because it's going to be in the vlog." And then we got back to the caravan and Becca had already put it on her Instagram story.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
She was just like, "I could take it down if you want." He's like, "It's been an hour, it's pointless now."
Yeah. I still laugh when we were talking about her on the podcast and we thought she's never going to watch this, and then she put that on her story.
She was like, "I'm finally checking out the at Paul Warren.
It was the one podcast we mentioned her in. That's the only one that she's ever been mentioned in, and it just happened to be the one she watched. Oh god. Oh, that was hilarious.
It was good fun.
But yeah, we had an entire joke, didn't we, through that entire holiday, where whenever we got in any type of water, it could have been the pool or even the lake, we just went, "You know what, lads, it's alright once you get in."
Oh yeah, that's true though, isn't it? That's how you.
Yeah. That's the British term. So Matt ended up getting in the lake with me. I still can't believe that nobody else saw it other than me, but there was a giant fish in there. I lied before.
Yeah, I saw it as well.
Did you see it as well? Yeah, it was huge.
I'm the one that pointed it out.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, there's big fish in there. I'm a bit scared of water, so I was thinking crocodiles were going to get me, but I thought if Sam's in it, I should be alright.
Yeah.
Sam first.
It might go for me first, yeah. I've got a bit more meat on me, to be honest.
Well, that's what my logic is. Like when you go on holiday and you jump like off a boat into the sea, obviously I'm scared of sharks, that's thalassophobia and shit. But I always think, well, if there's other people there, it'll probably go for them first.
And if it goes for you, so well, shit.
Well, I've lived a good life.
You just sat there mid being eaten by a shark. Yeah, my life's been alright.
That sort of stuff scares you. You know what? This is completely off topic and it's so random, but you know one thing that freaks the fuck out of me?
Go on.
I have like visions of me getting like randomly teleported into the middle of the sea. Because what the fuck would you do?
You know what?
It's not even just sharks.
Yeah.
It's something that generally scares me. Like, just imagine being randomly teleported just like even somewhere remote, but the sea scares the fuck out of me.
I hate the sea.
Oh yeah,
absolutely
genuinely. I think I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but whenever like you're on a flight somewhere, obviously nobody wants to be in a plane crash, but my thought, whenever you look at the map, and obviously you can see whereabouts you are in the world.
Yeah.
I'm permanently thinking, like, I'm never comfortable when we're flying over the sea. I'm like, if I'm gonna be in a plane crash, I want to crash on land.
Yeah, just die.
Like because it's like 90% chance you're gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Whether you crash on land or sea, you're probably done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I would rather crash on land, go up in a ball of flames, and then that just be it, as opposed to landing in the sea. Like, if you fly to LA or something and you land in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, nobody's fucking finding you.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're gonna be treading water in the Atlantic Ocean, freezing to death, probably getting attacked by a shark. Like, realistically, I'd rather just go up in a ball of flames. Like, the sea is terrifying.
Isn't it freaky? It scares the fuck out of me. That being said, me and Stephen are going to LA soon.
Oh god, yeah. We're going to LA in like 3 months, hopefully, touch wood.
Good luck, boys.
We die together, Stephen.
Hopefully you don't die, because pour one out, it'll just be Sam Briggs.
Who would you replace? Let's do this just quickly then. Who would we all replace? Let's say, like, it's just Sam. So me and Stephen died in a ball of flames.
Yeah.
Who would you replace us with?
You know what? George TG probably one.
Yeah, George TG and like Logan or something.
Yeah, I was going to also say Logan, because me and Logan could just bounce off each other with topics constantly.
Yeah.
Like, we could go into it like, obviously we had a small plan to go into this today, talk about what we've done. We could go into it with absolutely nothing, no idea, and just talk shit for an hour.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be my two, if like you two died, or just left
Who
the
would you
podcast.
pick, Stephen? Me and Sam died.
I'd say, George TG would be one. And maybe Becky Whiting, I think.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
She likes to drink and can chat a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I like that. What about you, Matt? What would you say?
Well, you guys chose answers. If you guys died, I can choose anyone. I'm getting Logan Paul on the podcast.
Oh,
and
I thought you meant between our mates. Fuck.
I might choose either George TG or Geordie. I think Geordie would have. George TG's put me off because when he did the podcast, we had to delete everything. That really that annoyed me. So maybe Geordie, because Geordie's so controversial and just will say anything and does not care, and he's got such a big pair of bollocks about it.
I see. You see, the issue is with that is Stephen does the same but knows his limit and stops just before we get cancelled. Geordie, I don't think would.
No, but then Geordie would be like, well, fair point. Geordie would be like, being cancelled is bullshit, so it doesn't matter. It's not a real thing.
Yeah, true.
So maybe Geordie will inspire a new generation of people who aren't pussies.
You know what? Good shout. Yeah, to be fair.
And hopefully he can help me with that, which we'll talk about in the second half.
Funny you should mention that.
Is this the Pricks and Little Shits podcast now with George TG and Geordie?
Yeah, literally. But one thing I'll say just before we go to the break is a thank you. Actually, this is really random to not just both of you. Both of you, but in particular, thank you to Stephen, because when we were at the caravan, Matt got a bit depressed on the first night. So I've been struggling a lot recently. Stephen very kindly pulled me to one side, gave me a good motivational chat for about 20 minutes in his bedroom, and it was really nice of him. It really cheered me up for the rest of the holiday. So thank you for that, Stephen. It was really nice.
Oh, Stephen, I didn't know you had a heart down there.
I mean, either. He's so serious as well. It was really nice. So thanks for that, Stephen. I never got a chance to thank you, not off my tits.
Oh, that's so funny. Should we head to the break and talk about Clash in the second half then, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, do we have to?
Unfortunately. Fortunately, to be fair, because it was a fantastic.
Yeah, let's do it. Right, okay. See you guys after the break.
See you in a bit, man.
Hello, welcome back to the second half of the Pour Out podcast. I'm still Stephen. It's still here with Sam and Matt Stokes.
I'm still Stephen.
Welcome back, guys. Not one of us left in the middle of the
podcast.
So I think it's the second half now. We're going to talk about Clash of Creators, but I think it's time we address the elephant in the room.
There's an elephant in my room?
Which is obviously this.
Okay. Okay, fine. We'll talk about it. Sam, go on. Tell us all about your new girlfriend.
Look, I made a continuous.
Well, she's called Michaela.
Is she fucked?
Guys, this is news to me as well. Actually, I didn't know I had a girlfriend. Right, let's talk about it.
I think it's time we address the elephant in the room, the True Geordie Lawrence McKenna situation, and realistically, I think the only way to deal with this is to just throw it to Matt and let him just air his opinion out on it. This is Matt's podcast as much as it is ours, and it's just a case of say your piece, mate.
I think before I talk about anything, go into it specifically, what people need to understand is, not even people, I'm just going to say this for my own sake, like, I am, wrongfully so, I am a very sensitive person. I take everything to heart, and I get offended by a lot of things, which is fine. I'm not a dick about it. I'm not one of them that's literally offended by everything, but like, if it's about me, I will take offence, and that's just something which I've been raised like that. So it's not even me like trying to be a bitch and try to be a pussy and try like to cause any shit, because I would never ever do that. I hate drama, and I actually hate it. I don't just say that shit. But I guess it all kind of starts last night. So I'm literally just lay there on my bed, and I get a text from Geordie saying like, Matt, you're going to freak out, but it's going to be okay. Just delete Twitter. You've got to just take it on the chin. I'm like, what you on about? What you on about? I'm shitting myself because I think something like terrible's happened. I'm like, oh my God, what's up? What's happened? What? Like, I thought an old tweet had been found or something. I was like, what the fuck's happened? And he's like, it's fine. So I'm like, what's up? And he's just like, it's going to be okay. Just delete Twitter. Just be brave like Logan did, and just laugh about it. And I'm like, what the fuck's happened? And then he says that from what we're aware, so True Geordie and Lawrence obviously did a live stream over the event, and were just a bit rude about some of the players that they didn't know, let's say, which, you know, fine. They're big YouTubers. I can't expect them to know me, that's fine. No, I have no problem with that whatsoever. So I sort of saw that, and I didn't really know what to think. I was a bit disheartened, just because these are blokes who I've looked up to for years. I listen to True Geordie all the time. I love their dynamic. I think they're great blokes. I met them before. I've definitely met Geordie. I don't know if I met Lawrence, but I've had really good chats with them before. And I was just like, I've survived all these years of being like a Logan Paul fan and all sorts of shit like that. And then the time when I'm doing something, you know, which is for charity, you know, it's the biggest bit part of my career. I'm so wanted to be here. It was like, oh, I'm being ripped into now for this, when I'm actually trying to do something good, and I'm trying to, you know, end on a positive note for my career and shit. So that came to a bit of a shock for me, because it was just not what I expected. But I will say this now: Lawrence has apologised to me. He reached out to me, and he wants to speak to me properly. But he did apologise, which is I respect massively. I'm not a person to hold grudges. I want everyone to be kind. I want everyone to be friends. No matter what. I've dealt with drama all my life, and I fucking hate it with the passion. And I just hope that people know that when I tweeted out that I'm, you know, they're going to roast me, and they might still do. They haven't made the video, because he specifically said I don't speak for Laura, I don't speak for Brian, but I apologise. I will take that shit personally, just because that's just me. It's not me being want to have a reason to cancel these guys or whatever, because they shouldn't be. They're content creators. They should be able to say what they want. I should be able to respond to this as a 21-year-old, but sadly I just can't. So yeah, when I put that tweet out, it was just like, it was all a bit emotional for me. I was just like, oh shit, two guys who I really looked up to, really liked, you know. I was like, oh, that's a shame. But as I did say to Lawrence, I'm not just like a fanboy, and I'm not, you know, a little prick. Like, I get it. I'm a man. I'm a grown man. I get people are going to be rude to you. I know the world is a cruel place, and the world is a shit place. But from my point of view, as sad as it was, I don't agree the way that they talked about Clash, because, you know, my good friends Tom and Callum and Tamika and everyone involved who did that event, you know, it was an amazing event, doing it for a good cause. I don't know whether it was jealousy or what, that they weren't there. I would say no, I don't think that's the case at all, but that's what I've said on Twitter. I was just quite offended, just for their sake really, more so for my friends, because we all played so hard, we all did our absolute best, and we're all honoured, especially the smaller YouTubers like me and Tom and Owen and everyone. We all, you know, we did everything we could to be at this event, and we were so grateful, and I'm so grateful that I was there anyway. And no one, you know, no snide comment will ever take the fact that I was there. I raised money for charity, and I played with amongst people who were my friends, people I looked up to, and I'm proud to say that I was there. So as much as, you know, I was pissed off about it, he apologised to me, so we're completely fine. I get that. Brian, on the other hand, from what I've heard, what he said wasn't as bad. Like, I get it's just a joke, so cool. But I will not be happy for, you know, as long as I can, about the way they talked about Clash as a whole. Doesn't matter what I think. They talked about me, just the way they talked about Clash, because it was a good event, and it really did, you know, tackle something which affects all of us on a daily basis. So yeah, so that's me. That's my little rant over. But yeah, we all good. I don't like drama, so please can we just move on and just be fucking positive. Sure. And I think to draw this podcast back to what we really stand for. Stephen, do you like anal? How much do you like anal? Go back to our roots.
Body count's still the same as February, mate.
Same. Yeah,
still the same as the last time you asked.
Yeah, I don't know if you...
Sam, yes.
Yes, Sam, I presume you were, but were you bullied in high school?
Still, the answer is yes.
Boys, if you want to plug anything, I'm guessing Stephen's going to turn this into a clip, so if you want to plug anything, do it now.
Guys, yeah.
Subscribe to the podcast.
Check out Georgie Fox's SoundCloud.
I was gonna say subscribe to Matt, but it's pointless now.
So I don't know if you want to talk about any more about the situation that went on there. If you just want to leave it at that, Matt, that's completely up to you. It's your stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not as like my friends were really worried about me, and all I honestly did was I went off my phone. I just watched a film. Like I was upset, but I was just like, I'm not. I've survived worse than this before. Like these are just two blokes still ripping into me, whereas I've been like, I've been tormented with bullying and shit for years now. Like this is fine. You know what I mean? And I think the fact I do owe a massive thank you to everyone, because all my DMs, my phone, every time I go on it, it's like plus 20 notifications of people defending me and saying like not mean things to them, because I don't endorse that and I think that's a horrible thing to do and I would not condone that in any way. Do not ever do some shit like that. That's awful. No one deserves to feel that pain. But thank you to everyone who did reach out and message me and make me feel better about the situation. So big thank you to everyone who I'm looking at the camera right now, everyone on Twitter, everyone on my text, my phone, everyone who called me, everyone. So yeah, that's literally it. And response and Jack mate as well, because he did the that clip as well, defending it and like responding to it. So
big from Jack mate.
Like, cool, that was big.
Bloke. Calling out one of his own mates,
Yeah. But before that, I retired from YouTube.
That was the whole reason behind it.
I think obviously both of us will have our own opinions on the situation, but I think now probably isn't the time. If from what I'm aware, there's the very slight chance of Lawrence coming on the pod. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think
Can you imagine?
I think that's. I don't know if that's going to happen. Probably not. But I think if anything, that would probably be the place. That's our opinions about it.
That'd be cool. Yeah, so, if you want to come on the podcast, mate, we're not going to rinse you.
We just like drinking and having a laugh, which is basically you anyway.
To be honest, I think it'd be. Do you remember when Jack May, I'm Alex had that big beef and fallout, and then they just jumped on a podcast and talked everything out, and it was just the best way of ever settling beef. I think it'd be a really cool conversation for people to see.
I've always thought that, like not in this situation, but like I would love one day to have like someone who's obviously not in my life anymore, get him on the podcast and just talk about shit.
Stephen would be sat in the background like,
you know what I mean? To be able to talk about not just me, but like even for you guys, like when you've had like childhood bullies and like people you've fallen out with and like old friends and shit. I'd love just to have like one day just do a show where we just talk about
That'd be sick, to be fair.
Every 5 minutes your childhood bully going, and so this is why I hated you, and me just chiming in.
Right.
Stephen's like, fair enough. Yep, fair enough. Yep, fair enough. Yeah, we think that too.
Oh dear.
Oh, you hated that about him. I hate that about
we've got so much in common.
Let's discuss Matt quitting and his announcement.
Oh yeah, shit.
I mean, those two things are very linked. What we've just spoken about and this.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the actual announcement, which we didn't fucking hear because we were the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, sorry. So my original plan was to get all my friends over, like George Mason, Jack Hodgson, Jamie, everyone round.
Has he done the announcement?
See.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I was going to get everyone round, like all my friends, all the team round, and say it with all you guys in front of the camera. But then Bambino and Callum said, "Oh, do it on the stream, And obviously there's like 20k people watching, so I thought, oh, well, if I'm going to do it anytime, best do it now.
I've already said to you guys, but like when it happened, the only reason we found out it happened is because I just got a spam of messages on my phone saying, "Is this true from Matt?" And I was like, "Oh shit, have we missed it?" And then me and Stephen stood there. I looked at Stephen and whispered in his ear, "He's done the fucking announcement." And then Stephen was like, "No way!" And then everyone was like, "What?" And I was like, "Matt's just done his announcement and we missed it, guys." Because obviously, like I said, me.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, it was just they all didn't know what it was, and they were like, "Oh my god, what is it? What is it?" And we were like, me and Stephen had to say what it was. But then obviously we showed, like, we got the clip and showed them.
We had to do your announcement for you.
Thank you, boys.
But all I wanted to do.
But it was the thing is as well. George wanted to go around the other side of the pitch as well. We were all stood like on the side of the pitch, and Matt, obviously you knew where we were because we literally saw you before you ran on the pitch and celebrated, and then you were going off the other side, and George was like, "We need to get round the other side. We need to get round the other side." And I was like, first of all, we can't get round the other side because the area he is VIP. And second of all, he knows where we are. So if we go around that side and then Matt comes back over this side to do his announcement, he's not going to find us. So I was just like, let's just stay here. It's the smartest decision. And then after like 5 minutes and he hadn't come back over, we were like, oh, let's just slowly walk back round. And Sam was like, he's fucking done the announcement. We were like, oh god,
yeah.
Oh no. George was right.
But what? Hold on, mate. I'm just sending a photo in the group chat. Sorry, there we go.
Oh, that's good.
Come on, nice time and a place, mate.
No, it's anyway, you'll see it in a second, guys. It's in the group chat. But no, it was like all I wanted to do was the second I found that out. I didn't even reply to anyone that's told me that your announcement had been made. All I wanted to do was jump on the pitch, run over and find you, and that's exactly what I did. I don't know if you remember. It looked like you were looking around for people. I just ran up behind you, put my arm around the back of you, and I was like, "Yo, mate, you're alright."
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, it's in the vlog. Yeah, I've got the vlog footage.
And that's all I wanted to do, but it took me ages to do it because I was like, do I risk jumping over the fence and just running across the pitch? Anyway, I did. I did do that. But yeah, that Matt's announcement, retiring from YouTube at the end of the year. Minus the podcast, of course.
I know.
Yeah, to be fair, could I just say how weird and kind of dangerous that was at the end?
What's that?
Like, it was probably fine because I'm pretty sure Roadshaw would have gone by then. But like,
the fans on the pitch.
Everyone was just allowed to suddenly go on the pitch, go into the VIP area, go in through, like, the doors to the changing rooms were open, for fuck's sake. Like,
yeah, but like
we were, like, it's all right for us and everything, so we know, you know, a bunch of the people there and everything like that, so realistically we probably should have been in VIP, but like there were people there who, like, stood in the VIP area who were clearly like your fangirl types. And it's like, it was walking a line. Like, it could have been awful. I don't mean awful as in, like, oh, fucking fangirls. I mean, it could have been awful as in, like, they could have fucking mobbed people, if you get what I mean.
I mean, to be fair, Nico...
Like, I mean, I'm glad, because otherwise, fucking us lot would have just been stood the other side of that barrier for the entire time waiting for Matt. But... No,
to be fair, Nico, though, he was on the pitch, and nobody, like, when everyone was on, it was... Everyone there at the event, I think what it was, everyone had the same, like, mindset in terms of, like, everyone was on a level playing field at that event. Didn't matter how many subscribers you had, didn't matter if you were a fan or if you were a player or what. Everyone was on the same mindset, and everyone was so kind at that event. Like, I don't think there was 100%. One part of that event where I saw anyone having any trouble. There might have been, obviously, you know, I don't know, but...
Well, there was Matt struggling to play football.
Oh no, Matt, you did fantastic. Don't listen to Stephen. You did really well.
Thank you.
Don't listen to Stephen. Look at him. He can't even kick a ball. You know what, lads? We should do football.
You know what was really nice for the event?
What,
someone put this on Twitter, but they were like, Clash made us realise that, like, the last 2 years or whatever didn't matter.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they specifically meant by that, but my interpretation was just like, yeah, when I was there, not once did I think about COVID and just like, oh, can I hug my friends and shit. Maybe that's me being a knob, but like everyone was so welcoming to hugging and being next to each other and getting photos together and everything. It just made me think like,
it reminded me
we deserve this. You know what I mean? Like everyone, all not just all my friends, but all our friends. You know, our group and all these YouTubers who, you know, Stephen got to meet Jack, mate, and like all these people
we'll talk about that in a sec.
getting to be in the same place at once, like it's amazing. And I don't know who tweeted it, but yeah, I completely agree. It made me completely forget that COVID was a thing. Just being back together, all having fun. It was amazing.
I think Clash was the first day since COVID was ever announced that I just didn't even have the word COVID in my head. Like, it was as if it never existed. Like you say, it was amazing. I don't think I'll ever forget.
In my head, it was just, I've got to win this.
and you did. You won.
In Matt's head, COVID was gone a year ago.
Yeah, COVID never started for me.
No, you did win. You said, and we all agreed right from the start, like 4, 5, 6 months ago, whenever it was. We were like, red team's going to win. We didn't know you were on red team at that point, but we were like, Matt and his team are going to win. Right from the start, we 100%. Said that, and look what happened, mate.
Had to. Even though I didn't do much to help the win, but it had to happen. Yeah.
Don't say that. Kira's going to watch this and say it was fucking manifestation.
Oh, God. Not manifestation.
I'll get this as well. So my missus as well, she told me this morning, the only vlog she watched from the weekend, out of all of us, was Kira's.
Really?
Oh, God.
25-minute vlog. It was a good vlog. I watched the entire thing. It was a great vlog.
No, it was because we hadn't uploaded ours yet.
Yeah.
So that's why. But it was the fact that of all of us.
It was Kira. Fair play to Kira for getting that up so quickly, you know.
In it, yeah, man. That's what she does for yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about Jack, mate, and Stephen and what happened there. Stephen, do you want to talk about that?
No idea, mate. No idea, mate.
Stephen, you can talk about it. It's your thing.
Oh, that was just class. I was always like, I mean, we were very near loads of big YouTubers and stuff like that. They were all walking past, and I was like, I'm not just gonna get fucking pictures with every big YouTuber because I don't care. Like, if I don't watch them, or if I'm not like really interested in the content, I'm not that bothered. So I got a picture with Chris MD, which was great. I didn't get a picture with Roger Shaw, but then Jack mate was walking through, and I was like, oh Jack, let's get a picture, mate. I got a picture, and then after I'd taken it, he turned to me and was just like, oh, you do YouTube videos, don't you? I said,
no way.
He went, yeah, I've seen it. He said, yeah, I've watched a few.
No way.
Yeah, mate,
I had no idea. That's sick.
Yeah, mate. And then he and the best bit is, and annoyingly, I couldn't get it in the vlog because George didn't have the footage.
Yeah.
But George caught it on camera. He was filming like Rio and George Mason or something.
Yeah.
And he just turned to see me and Jack, mate, as he said it to me.
No way.
And it was amazing.
That's brilliant, mate. Oh.
Like, it was class. It made my night.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Later on, something else happened that night.
Yeah.
We'll keep that private. We'll talk about it. But
yeah, no, we'll keep that private. But it was
Stephen finally had sex.
That was mad. But no, this was better than sex.
But the thing is though, Matt, me and you know how long Stephen's been watching Jack, mate, and how much he's supported him.
Yeah.
And feel you're like your favourite content creator to say that to you. That's insane.
Yeah. That's
like,
amazing.
Imagine Logan Paul coming up to you, Matt, saying that. That's like
that exactly. Yeah.
I literally got back home and I was just like that's why like my Clash vlog was only about 2.5 minutes long because I just didn't film. I just didn't film the boring stuff basically.
Oh, so the whole event. I'm joking. I'm joking.
But I was literally like I had about 6 hours to sleep between work, and I was just like, nah, fuck it, I'm getting this video edited.
Yeah.
And I was like, right now, fucking on that YouTube grind.
Well, a lot.
It's like when you hear that one of your favorite YouTubers has specifically told you that he's watched your videos.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now I know people like that are watching.
Yeah.
Or could be watching. Now I need to focus on it.
Don't quit.
And you know what? A heck of a lot of people have said similar things in terms of like Clash really brought their motivation back for like YouTube videos, and it like all the small creators. I've not seen one small creator not say that. And that's what YouTube events are about. I'd say it's about just meeting new people, having fun, and getting pissed, and basically just having a look at why you're actually doing what you're doing. And that was the main thing for me when I used to do them, and I'm sure it was similar for you when you did that, Matt, at Clash as well. And it's just all of us have been on such a journey, and it just gives you that extra boost. Like I don't know. It's just surreal.
It makes me wonder what they're gonna do for the next Clash football match in terms.
Well,
of
they said it might.
Because what I mean is, like, if you think about it, it's like the balance they had was like this year was pretty good.
Yeah.
In terms of big and small. But it's like people like Tom GW, Marley, and that. You don't next year then just kick them off and replace them with other small YouTubers. But then it's like, how many small YouTubers do you get it? How many new small YouTubers do you bring in?
Yeah.
And it's like they need to keep bringing in small YouTubers for it to keep having
that vibe, experience,
sort of gleam of the anyone can be on this lineup type thing. But it's like how many people do you? Because all the small YouTubers were really popular. People were asking like Tom and Marley and everyone for pictures and stuff like that, and it was great. But it's like you don't then next year go, all right, see you later, Tom GW. See you later, Liam Bedford.
Yeah.
They
said
it's like
go on.
It's like, do you sacrifice the big creators to get new small creators in? Or do you have to sacrifice some of the small creators you've already got?
So you could sacrifice the small creators, but offer them VIP. So it could still work in that way. But they've also said it might not just be football; it might be another thing. So, for example, it could be well, not quite like the Challenger Games, but it could be athletics, it could be swimming, it could be badminton. They could have anything going on next time. And Clark.
Yeah,
I will say this now. I will come out of
probably not a good idea.
I'll come out of retirement happily to do swimming, badminton, or fucking rounders.
You know what, rounders? Oh my
god,
yes.
I will fuck you all up with rounders.
Yes. But that's the thing though, like Clash.
Especially you.
Clash isn't just football; it's just an event. I
think the thing is, the worry is though, you don't want to. I mean, like, part of the reason the Challenger Games failed was because nobody gives a fuck about athletics.
Yeah.
Like, they are the biggest creators in the world at that event. A shit ton of money backing it. And it failed because nobody gives a fuck about it.
Yeah, but that's why...
Jake Paul running the 100 metres against Toby
See, that's why, though...
So if people don't give a shit about that... And they were doing like meet and greet tickets and stuff and everything like that, and they still didn't sell it.
Did you try to buy them as well, Steve?
No, I didn't. But it's like, if people don't give a shit about that, it's like, are people gonna give a shit about people doing athletics in the UK?
Yeah. Well, if
they're gonna do a boxing event or something like that, that people are actually currently interested in.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's
I think I have.
But I think if it's just like, I
have seen somebody.
Watch Tom GW throw a discus.
I can't remember who it was, but I have seen somebody on Twitter mention about a small creators boxing event. So that might be a potential thing for the future, probably next year if it is going to happen.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I would love to do that because like boxing is not my nature, and since I took like the training and the fitness and everything so seriously for this, I would love to see like what the sort of pressure I put my body under
capabilities,
to do boxing.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm a little bitch, you know what I mean? I'm a pussy. I apologise to every person who, I accidentally tackled at football, which is a funny story. Theo Baker. Theo Baker was not happy with
Theo
me.
Baker.
Bless him, but big fan. I did tell him afterwards that I love Waffling, my favourite podcast. But it'd be so good boxing just because one, I know nothing about boxing. I'm useless. All I know is Logan Paul's the best one out there. and like it's so out of my comfort zone. That's why I love it. Like even at football, everyone's screaming and calling each other shit and that, and I'm there like, I love you guys.
See, I think.
Oh, you're so nice.
I think your knowledge of boxing shows when just as soon as you said Logan Paul's the best one out there.
Exactly, but like being able to show that to people, and and then at the end call that KSI, like it'd be amazing.
Yeah. Oh god.
But yeah, so I did message that guy. I messaged saying I'd love to do boxing.
Yeah, so you saw it as well. Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but I just like remember seeing it.
They followed me last night, so I messaged them this morning when I saw it. I was like, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
It'd be so like, fuck yeah, I'd come out of retirement. I'm like, yeah, I know I said I was retiring, guys, now I've changed my mind.
I did that about 6 times, don't worry, bro.
Well, that's what I mean.
I'd be interested in doing boxing, you know, but I feel like I'd need a solid 6 months of intense fitness training before I decided to try and fight someone.
You can though. That's what I did for Clash. You remember when I was going to the gym when I was pissed on FaceTime with you guys?
Yeah.
Once you've got the momentum going, I start mine again on Monday. Got my membership back finally. Once you start going, it was
a lot easier.
Well, that's the thing.
To be fair, it was a lot easier for you because you could just go downstairs and go to a full gym.
That's what I mean. But I still ran every day. I still went out,
and then there's just walking downstairs.
No, it's not that. I still went out every day and ran. You know what I mean? Twice a day. I still and before I had the gym, I still did the home workouts. That's what I did because after what happened at the start of the year, every time when I got sad thinking about Sam, just bleep what I'm about to say.
Yeah, for sure.
But every time I'd think about, because obviously I was a bit obsessed at the start, I would go to the gym.
I wonder where that was going.
It's not even Katie. Fuck Katie. It was that. That's what motivated me too. Because literally every time that I thought about it, I just went to the gym, and that's what got me into such a routine. It was if I'm gonna feel shit, no, gym. And once you start doing that, you know what I mean? And that's what gave me motivation. Whenever you feel shit, gym.
It's funny you should mention the gym though, because this month, I had been to the gym twice in the entire month, and before I was going five times a week, innit? Right?
Yeah.
So yesterday, I forced myself to get up and go to the gym. Today, as soon as we finish this, I'm going to the gym. I'm just I need to get back into that.
Go on, mate.
You
do, mate. Get that routine.
I mean, it's partly because of Clash, just seeing everyone
in it.
Yeah, just everyone. I was looking at people. I was like, bloody hell, how are they running for that long? 2 minutes. That's it. I'm dead.
Yeah. I was surprised at myself.
Yeah.
I was surprised because I've done a lot of training for stamina. Even I thought bloody hell, I managed to last basically the whole game.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. They said, "Do you want to come off?" I was like, "Fuck no."
Big up David James. Big up.
David James was sick, you know.
Yeah.
We're at the last minute of the podcast, lads. So if there's anything you want to say now, quickly.
I think we'll end it there unless you got anything to say, Stephen. But it's.
No, not until Lawrence comes on.
But that has been our catch-up video, the reason why we took a break, everything else in between. Hope you enjoyed the other episodes with Tom and Callum.
To be fair, we didn't even talk about why we took a break.
I swear it's because we went on holiday.
Yeah, it's also because we couldn't line up our schedules. But anyway, Stephen, do you want to take away our outro?
We're all just dead. So. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I ended that like a normal video. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. We make episodes every Wednesday. Clips are a bit all over the place at the moment, but generally Tuesday and Friday. Our Twitter and Instagram will be in the description. That's @Paul1Pod. I'm probably forgetting something, but subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcast, but you can fuck that off if you want. Just watch the video.
Hey guys, we have been the Pulling Out Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and
we'll see.
Thank you for 200 subscribers as well. See you next Wednesday.
Yeah, cheers everyone. See you later, everyone. Stephen's a virgin.
Bye bye.
Matt's a virgin.
Stephen's a virgin.